Do you have $10,000 in the bank? If so, congratulations. In this video, we'll be going over the 10 best things you can do if you have $10,000 in your bank account. Number 10, pay off your debt. Paying off your debt is a great investment in the long term. The longer you have debt, not only will it become harder to pay for things due to the fact that you're having to pay off your loan, but you'll also pay so much more in the long term if you wait on paying off your loans due to the effects of compound interest. The average credit card interest rate is around 16%, so that means that someone with $10,000 in debt on their credit card could be paying back close to $1,600 over the course of a year, plus the amount they borrowed. Ouch! By paying off your loans, not only will it save you money on high interest payments, but it can also improve your credit score too, which will result in your loans in the future having less of an interest rate than they would have otherwise with a lower rate. And who knows, maybe it will even help you sleep better at night. A not so fun fact about loans is that for student loans in particular, 9 in 10 borrowers will experience significant anxiety due to their loan burden. So get those loans paid off as quick as possible if you want to pay less, have lower interest rates on loans in the future, and feel better overall. Number 9, invest it. Investing is a great way to collect passive income. However, you should choose an investment that aligns with your goals and interests. For example, investing in the stock market. Many people choose to invest in real estate, but this is a slow and long-term investment. If you're looking for a faster way to gain wealth, investing in the stock market is probably better. Whatever you choose to invest in, just be sure that the investment aligns with your short-term and long-term goals. That way, you can gain a steady stream of passive income without having to do much on your part. Number 8, add it to your emergency fund. Do you have an emergency cash buffer? According to a recent survey from Bankrate, only 37% of Americans would be able to cover a $500 or less financial surprise without having to sell something or borrow money. Using the old saying, better safe than sorry, it's important that you have an emergency fund in case life throws major curveballs at you. The beauty about building your savings account is that once you get used to living on a single income, the money will add up quickly. So be safe and add money to your emergency fund, as you never know what can happen. Number 7, go back to school. If you're someone who hasn't finished as much school as you'd have liked, putting $10,000 towards your education is a great investment into your own future. A study done by the United States government has shown that people who have a bachelor's degree end up on average making $1 million more than their high school diploma counterparts. So while education may be expensive in the short term, it's very likely to help you out in the long term, both financially and personally. Number 6, buy and hold cryptocurrency. Buying cryptocurrency may seem like a gamble, but prices are only going up, according to many major sources. For example, if you were to put $10,000 into Bitcoin back in 2010 when the price was only 7 cents per coin, you would have about 142,857 coins today, worth over $8.2 billion. While there's no guarantee that this will happen again with other cryptocurrencies at the same rate as it did for Bitcoin, it's still worth taking a shot. If you're lucky enough that any of these currencies take off and start skyrocketing in value like Bitcoin has done over the past few years, then congratulations, you're looking at instant wealth. Number 5, buy land and build a cabin. Many people dream of building their own house one day, which is why buying up pieces of land with your $10,000 could be the perfect way to both get your foot in the door of home ownership while also achieving that dream of owning your own home. Not only will you get great enjoyment out of having a place to call your own, but if you upgrade it later on, you can use it as an investment property and help grow your savings even more by renting out space. If you want an extra challenge or hobby on top of this, try building the entire cabin yourself. While not everyone has the skill set for this sort of project, and planning permission rules vary depending on where you live, it is possible to build a small cabin out of wood using your own hands. If you manage to do this, not only will you have built your dream home, but you'll also save money compared to what people would normally pay for similar houses. Number 4, start a business. The investor billionaire Warren Buffett was once asked what his favorite investment vehicle is, and he responded, none. Rather than putting your money into something that won't be able to grow on its own, why not invest into your own environment? If you have a hobby or skill, consider starting your own business. A study published in Emerging Entrepreneurs showed that self-employed people are more likely to reach their financial goals than those who aren't entrepreneurs. So if you want to start an online business, local retail shop, or anything else of the sort, then go ahead. With $10,000, you can get yourself off to a great start. Number 3, Start investing for retirement. The earlier you start saving for retirement, the better off your financial future will be. Not only do long-term investments such as stocks give an average yearly return of 10%, but by putting $10,000 into your IRA now means that you'll save thousands of dollars in fees and taxes over the course of 5 decades. The top reason people don't save for their future is because they think they cannot afford it, but by putting $10,000 here, you'll be on your way to making your dreams come true. With the effects of compound interest, things get even crazier. Doing some simple calculations using compound interest, if you put $10,000 in a simple mutual fund or index fund with an average yearly return of 10% and waited 50 years, that $10,000 would have turned to $1,173,908.50. Not too bad of a return for just having to click a button and wait. Number 2, start a business or create passive income. What's better than having an investment property or retirement fund? Having both. By using your extra cash to start a company of your own, you can not only make more money in the short term by earning your living through work, but you can also build something that will help you live your dream lifestyle for years to come. For most entrepreneurs, their income comes from 3 streams: active income, work; alternative income, passive businesses; and dividend income, investments. By focusing on all 3 of these areas simultaneously, it becomes possible to enjoy the best of all worlds: a comfortable living, high savings rates, and relative financial freedom. Number 1, spend it on experiences. The idea that you can't buy happiness is actually mostly false. Rather, what you need to do is buy memories and stop thinking materialistically, like about how much an item costs. If someone chooses to spend $10,000 instead of saving or investing it, it is proven that the best way to spend this money that makes people feel the most fulfilled is to use this money to take trips with friends and family. Not only will doing this make people happier in the moment by creating new memories, but it also gives people something that many feel as though they are lacking these days: a sense of community. When you go on trips with friends, you create a shared experience that will bond the people together. So by spending your money on this type of thing, not only are you likely to have more fun in the short term because of it, making you happier, but you'll also make yourself more likable to other people, increasing your social skills, and connect with others, which boosts happiness. So there we have it, folks. If you've got $10,000 lying around the house right now, spend it wisely. Forget about making quick returns or using it for personal development. Rather, put that cash into something that will actually help both yourself and others, like paying off debt or building an investment property. And if none of those options appeal to you, spend it on experiences, because by having fun now, you'll strengthen your social life and increase the number of happy memories you have.